welcome to Non-Biased Reviews. Today we're reviewing the weighted comforter by Baloo Living as well as the flex linen duvet cover. Before we look at the products, I want to quickly touch base on Baloo Living. Baloo Living is a company whose mission is really to help you achieve a natural state of health as well as reduce your stress and anxiety in a very natural way. They're trying to soothe your nervous system by using the weight of weighted blankets. They also have weighted comforters. Their blankets are designed for kids all the way to adulthood. They will cover beds all the way to the king size. The weighted comforter, which we are reviewing today, same thing, will cover beds from full all the way to king. These vary slightly in size, but we'll be touch basing on that later. They also use very natural materials, so we'll be talking a lot about cotton, non-toxic materials, glass beads that are lead-free, etc. Their goal is to reduce your stress and anxiety naturally just by using the power of weight, which helps you reduce all of those stressful hormones, let your body get rid of them while replacing all of those negative hormones with serotonin, which is the happiness hormone, which will help you relax and feel in a better state of mind in a very natural way. They are one of the most eco-conscious and eco-friendly weighted blankets out there. They are a brand that uses lead-free glass microbeads to create the weight that covers your body and that is enclosed inside their weighted blankets and comforters. They're also using 100% natural cotton. And those two materials will work really well together to give you a cool and breathable night of sleep. So you won't, I guess a lot of the time I hear people think that they'll get hot under weighted blankets because of the weight that's put onto their bodies. That is not the case here at all. The cotton that is used is natural. It's a premium cotton that is highly breathable, meaning that you essentially get air flowing through the blanket, but it also wicks the body moisture away so that you never feel hot. It does not trap the heat like other materials might. There is absolutely no synthetic fibers in that blanket. This is all cotton, which is really going to give you an impression of an airy feeling. And then if you're able to add the flex linen cover to your weighted blanket or weighted comforter by Baloo, you will have that feeling of a very cool and light material touching your skin, which will let your body breathe naturally and regulate its own temperature. That makes it a very good blanket for you to use year-round, so no matter whether it's a hot night or a cool night, because your body can regulate its own body temperature, you'll be able to use this blanket and sleep in it very comfortably throughout the entire year, no matter the weather that you sleep in, the region that you live in. You will be very comfortable year-round. In their effort to stay eco-conscious, you will find no plastic either inside the Baloo products or in the packaging. So both products came in a carton box that you can recycle. The weighted comforter comes in this dust bag that is made of fabric, and the flex linen sheet is coming in a linen dust bag as well. So no plastic involved in the packaging or the products that you find from Baloo Living. They're also members of several organizations in the United States and the United Kingdom that focus on fair trade and sustainability. So a very strong focus on sustainability and eco-consciousness, which makes you feel good about the product that you bring into your home. Baloo is also a carbon neutral company that helps with different missions. They help with organizations that replant mangrove forests in Indonesia, as well as replant kelp forests on the coast of California. So again, a company that you feel good spending money on. They will be reinvesting your dollars to help out the planet. They're also helping out with the pajama program, which helps kids that are in needs around bedtime. So a company that gives back to the communities as well as the planet around them, and a great company to be doing business with and bring their products into your home. Now, the question that many people have, what are some of their company policies when it comes to purchasing their products? With Baloo Living, you get free shipping on orders $100 and up. Your returns for exchanges will always carry free shipping, and you do get a 30-night at-home trial to make sure that you love the products. You have 30 nights to test them at home and return them. Let's take a look at the weighted comforter and the flex linen duvet covers in more detail. We'll be starting with the weighted comforter. So as I mentioned, Baloo offers weighted blankets and comforters. They also have a weighted throw. The weighted throw is going to be a 12-pound single person size type of a throw or weighted blanket. That is going to be a great option if you're the only one sleeping under that weighted throw and don't want your partner to sleep underneath it. Maybe that person does not like it, or you really just want your own. Outside of that, you have 3 weight choices, whether you pick the comforter or the weighted blanket. You can choose the full queen size in the 15 or the 20 pound, or you can go with the king or California king size that is going to carry 25 pounds of weight. We're testing out the comforter in the king size, so we have 25 pounds. It is meant to be weight that is split between 2 partners. You probably don't want 25 pounds right on top of a single person, but because of its size, this is weight that you will be splitting. What is the difference between the comforter and the weighted blanket? The comforter comes with an overhang. So as you can tell, it really acts as a comforter that will cover the entire mattress and then hang on both sides. The weighted blanket is going to be more of the regular blanket style that is going to essentially cover the mattress, and the purpose is really just to cover the person. This is meant to actually cover your bed and use as an everyday comforter that you can decide to use on its own. It's cotton, it's 100% cotton, so very comfortable without a cover. Or you can decide to cover it with one of Baloo's linen duvet cover, which we'll be testing in just a minute. We'll first be talking about the comforter. You can also add your own cover if you wanted to. The benefit of using Baloo is that we will touch on this later, but they come with loops, both the comforter and the weighted blanket, and so in those loops you can loop in the duvet cover so that nothing moves, and you have an even distribution of the blanket throughout the night. So let's take a quick look at what makes the weighted comforter. Again, you can probably apply a lot of what I will be saying to the weighted blankets by Baloo. Just note that this comforter has an overhang. It just looks, in my opinion, a little bit better on your bed. And very few companies, I think this is actually the first time that I see a weighted comforter that will actually dress your entire bed and mattress rather than just a weighted blanket. So we were very interested in testing it and seeing how it looks and how it feels on our bed. So inside and outside of the weighted comforter, you have 100% cotton, and then the weight comes from glass beads. We'll be talking about those in just a moment. The cotton that is used, so the outside, what you see, what you can essentially feel on both sides of the comforter is 100% chemical-free cotton. So you have cotton on the outside, but then inside you have 80% glass beads and 20% is a cotton feel with the same premium cotton in it. Cotton is going to be breathable. It is going to be very soft. This is very soft cotton. You can absolutely sleep on it without a cover. It's a very comfortable material, but it is going to be breathable, helps you sleep cool, and just be a natural material that you put on your skin that is going to be safe. There's no synthetics, and there is no polyester, which is a material we often find in weighted blankets. So that's the cover. You will notice a stitched pattern, which allows the weighted beads to stay enclosed into smaller pockets so that you don't end up with all the weight on one side of the bed or towards the, either the top of your body, your legs, or anything. Each one of those square and rectangle, so each one of those stitch patterns has a mixture of 80% glass beads, which gives the weight, and 20% cotton, so that even within the stitch pattern, because you have slightly bigger squares here, the glass beads remain evenly spread thanks to the cotton, so they're not moving from one side to the next, which is something we really appreciate. There's nothing worse than waking up with the weight kind of on one side of the bed or shifting overnight. Now, when we talk about the weight, say that you've purchased the 15-pound weighted comforter. The way that Baloo is designing the comforters is keeping the weight on top of the sleeper. And the overhang has no weight. So the overhang here has no glass beads. It is filled with a little bit of cotton, and you don't start feeling beads until the third square. So the entire overhang has no weight to it, so that you don't end up with the blanket falling to one side, and so that the 15 pounds are actually on top of you, delivering the benefits of the weighted comforter. So if you're looking at the 15-pound weighted blanket, the 15 pounds are just the glass beads on top of you. The blanket will actually be 19 pounds with the overhang. So just something to keep in mind. The 15 pounds is really the weight that is delivered to your body, that is hugging you, that is helping your body feel naturally relaxed and happy. Now the weight, as we said, is coming from very, very small micro beads made of glass that are lead free. And they're the ones that deliver the weight that gives you the benefits of that gentle hug, of that massage feel. And because of the way the blanket is stitched, and because those beads are so small, they really cover and conform to your body shape. No matter your body shape, you will feel that hug applied on your entire body, which is a very comfortable feeling to have. And because the blankets are so big and you're sharing the weight with someone, you'll never feel like you're stuck. It really is the perfect kind of pressure to apply to your body to feel good and fall asleep faster, stay asleep deeper. So how do you care for this blanket? If you purchased it without the cover, you can wash it. I do recommend using a cover so that you don't have to constantly wash a weighted blanket. It is a heavy and bulky item. Always make sure that you know the weight capacity of your washer, because this could break the tumble. You can also use a commercial washer if you need to wash it and your home washing machine is not going to cut it. Simply machine wash it on low tumble cold water and let it air dry. I always recommend laying it flat to air dry so that you don't put extra weight on the blanket, and after it's been tumbled in your washer, it will actually dry pretty quickly. Just don't put it in your dryer. This is not meant to be dried in a dryer. Let's now take a quick look at the flax linen, the French flax linen bed sheets, again coming in that beautiful linen tote bag that you can use or reuse. What we'll be doing is setting it up, but I want to show you first. What we'll do is flip it inside out and aligning those strings to the loops on the weighted comforter, and then flipping it back the right way so that we have a finished product and a very secured duvet cover to the comforter. Just how pretty and soft this duvet cover is unbelievable. I mean, I wish you guys could feel just how soft it is. I'm a huge fan of linen. I think everybody has their own preferences. There are a few materials that I definitely prefer in bedding, and it is bamboo and linen. Linen has just a beautiful texture to it, a beautiful look, looks really good on your bed. If you're able to add linen pillowcases and flat sheets, you have a very good looking bed, but it is also a very soft material that gets softer the more you wash it. So the way that it starts is very, very soft, and then it gets even softer. It is a material that is natural and that tends to pill, so I just want to mention that. If you find it to be pilling, it is absolutely normal. It is inevitable with flax linen sheets. Just know that it will not bother you. So it's not the pilling of cotton where it gets rough at all. It's not something that you're even going to feel as you sleep in it. You might just find it on the floor of your bedroom. You might need to broom or vacuum that a couple of times a week, but nothing that will feel uncomfortable. As I said, it will actually get softer, and it is starting very, very soft. Linen is a beautiful material to use year-round. So again, you have, if you're using the Baloo weighted blanket or weighted comforter underneath, you have cotton that will see very breathable. Linen is extremely breathable. It is actually a material that we packed in our RV. We full-time RV'd for 13 months and slept in minus 20 degrees all the way to the high 90s in Florida. And it was my material of choice when it comes to sleeping comfortably no matter the weather. So very breathable, very soft, and a very good looking bed. When you order your duvet cover with Baloo, you have several color choices. All are very natural looking, very calming. Again, this is all about natural health. If you buy the throw size, and the throw size is going to be great for one person, you can actually monogram it, so you can customize it with a name or initials of different colors and different fonts. You can't do that with the queen or the king sizes, but if you do go with the throw, it is one of the options that I wanted to mention. It's about $12. Why do I recommend using a duvet cover? The very first, so not only does it look good, it sleeps very comfortable, it's very soft, it looks great, but it will protect your investment. Believe me, washing a weighted comforter or blanket is nothing fun. It's something that you should avoid doing. I just don't believe that is the greatest thing for your washing machine. Just very heavy, very bulky. If you don't have to wash it, don't wash it. Just use a duvet cover to protect it. This one is designed for the Baloo weighted blankets and comforters, so they have the right size. Just make sure that you order either the one for the comforter if you own a comforter, or the blanket if you own a blanket, because they have different sizes. So just make sure you order the right model and size. But then it is tied inside, so as you saw, you can tie it on all four sides, which means that it's not moving at night. So you're not waking up with only cover on top of you and no more comforter. It is tied throughout all four sides of the blanket, so that you have an even sleeping experience and you're not fighting with your partner and the blanket moving from one side to the other. Putting it on was very easy, a lot easier than I had imagined. So as you saw, what I did is lay the blanket over the entire bed, and then flipped the duvet cover, tied it, aligned it to the blanket, tied all of the knots except for the one at where the buttons are at the very at the foot of the bed, and then flipped it, which was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And then simply secured the last two ties, and then all of the buttons. The buttons are made of wood, which is goes really well together with the natural materials, and you can hide them as you button them up. One thing I have not mentioned is that the king size blanket is 25 pounds, which is absolutely wonderful. A lot of the time, brands will have the king size blankets, weighted blankets, in the 35 pound option only, which I'm sleeping with a heavier husband, so 35 pounds should work when you use the rule of thumb of about 10% of your body weight for the weighted blanket. However, we do find it a little heavy, and we very much prefer 25 pounds. We usually have to downgrade to a queen size, so having 25 pounds in the king size and then having it be a comforter and hang over the side of the bed is just a beautiful upgrade. So very, very happy with 25 pounds on the king size. Beautiful product from Baloo. So how do you wash your blanket cover made of linen? Simply throw it in the washing machine. Again, it's 100% stone washed French flax linen, so very easy to care for. You throw it in your washing machine, wash it on cold. I usually like to use a low tumble to be respectful of the material, again, a natural fiber. But wash it, if you can, wash it on its own so it doesn't get mixed up with cotton and synthetics and stuff. Probably better, and you'll get a longer durability, longer use from it. But wash it on cold. You can throw it in the washing machine, low tumble, and then you can dry it on low tumble, low heat. It will do really well, and as I said, will get softer, which is hard to believe. This one is starting very, very soft. Even for linen, this is starting very, very soft. So a beautiful product from Baloo. If you have any questions, let us know. Head over to the website, nonbiasedreviews.com. Leave a question there, leave a question right here under this video. I'll be happy to answer any question that you may have, help you out. If there's anything you're wondering about the product, let me know, and I'll be happy to assist. Thank you guys so much for watching.